Coming up next, the Thunder taking on the Timberwolves. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, every game presents another chance to improve and Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Alex Caruso. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at center. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This guy is such an attentive defender. Great anticipation by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And here is McDaniel. Randall down low, working on Williams. Randall with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Gobert, the pass to Edwards. Tries again, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Outside, Dort. No good on the shot, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley with the three, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Shot from 12.
We all know Dort is one of the outstanding defenders in the game, and boy, how about that contest? He is a difference maker on that end.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley scanning the floor. Back to McDaniel. Conley finds Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder leading by 6. Inside, Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Passes it to Dort. Now here's Williams. He's defended by Randall. Williams against Randall. Rebound, Minnesota. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Edwards against Caruso. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the dish to Holmgren. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Lu Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Timberwolves trail by 6. McDaniels kicks to Conley. And the pass to Randall. Gobert dishes to Randall.
Boy, what a nice offensive move by Julius Randle. Lures the defender in to draw the contact. That is pretty.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low. I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization, both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side, Williams. Out left to the wing. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 5. Feeds to McDaniels. Here's Conley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
He can, and for the Thunder Doors, they're so excited about SGA being the face of their team.
Well, the commitment they made tells you all you need to know. He's signed through the year 2027, meaning he's here for the long haul, and he has a great attitude about it. They have told him you are a cornerstone here in Oklahoma City.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position, so at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Randall kicks to Conley. Step back shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here's Randall. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Holmgren. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the paint. That's good from Randall, and the assist by Conley.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot is long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Out to Conley, launches it. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniel. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's DiVincenzo. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position of Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-5 run here. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Williams. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ingles. The three. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time, and they finally get the bucket. Gobert's got his second basket. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
It's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Here's Holmgren. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. A baseline J. Here's Holmgren. And again, unable to change momentum here. Ingles against Dort. Ingles passes to Gobert. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's Dort on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here with the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Both good from the line that time. So it's the Timberwolves now. 6-point lead. Passes to Ingles. Now Gobert. 6 points for him. Here's Alexander Walker. The wide open look here for Ingles. Kept alive. Reed kicks to Ingles. And the 3 off target. Thunder trailing by 6. Dort left side. The pass to Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Holmgren with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
What an effort by Lou Dort in transition. Gets up the floor, makes himself the best option.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. Poke loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Looking to get it going. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Timberwolves shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Gobert down low. 6 points for him.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 9. Out to the right wing. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it up.
Oklahoma City foul. Williams. Second personal foul. 15 foul.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Got a piece of it. Ingles against Dort. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Fades away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, you played on some pretty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Williams against Randall. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For 3, Edwards. Caruso grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Floats it up for Williams. No good there.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Thunder trailing by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now Reed. Here's Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Yep, it counts. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, the body control of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is so impressive, and it helps him convert contested looks. Nice.
Out to the right wing. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team and continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Passes it to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City trailer. The pass to Caruso. Here's Holmgren. Guarded by Reed. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Reed. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, it's not just enough to have length and vertical hops. You've got to have the effort, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the offensive window.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. To the left side wing. Conley with the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. And here is Caruso. 8 points for him. And there's the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Conley. 10 points for him. Pass to Reed. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Second chance shot. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Conley. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Defended by Dort. Just 4 to shoot. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Alex Caruso.
Boy, wide open Beckman teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Timberwolves trailed by 5. And the Timberwolves call timing. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
To your Timberwolves dancers.
Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Randall right side. The 11-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Randall's got 14.
Boy, when we talk about guys taking that step, improving their game, Julius Randle, the example of this. He worked so hard on that jump shot.
Caruso looking for an opening.
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. First person.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Thunder, Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Passes it to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Trying to get open is Randall. Edwards can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oklahoma City on D. Randall finds Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Conley. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there off the double clutch. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Edwards gets to Conley. Takes the 13-footer. Bucket is good. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Timberwolves shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Gobert. Now Conley. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. Here's Randall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Got one up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Conley. That free throw, no good.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
He hits the second from the line. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside Williams. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Caruso. He's got 12 to the inside. Here's Williams. He dishes it to Holmgren. It's stolen by Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the match. 2 minutes.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Edwards passes to Randle. Edwards with it. Shoots over Caruso. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
This guy's so dangerous on the offensive glass, and you love to see it jam it home and leave no doubt.
Jordan against Ingles. DiVincenzo passes to Randle. Puts the move on, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
So it's Minnesota now. 3-point lead. Here's Randle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. It's blocked. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
This guy's showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
Here's Randle. And the baseline jumper, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Your Timberwolves.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. A fantastic first quarter from Julius Randle. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. and they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter.
Wolves fans, you know them, you love them.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Running in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. He misses the free throw.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
Now, here's McDaniel. Defended by Dort. Shoots a fader. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Williams trying to break free, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Thunder knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Caruso. That one is no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Randle passes to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Outside Conley. Here's the pass to Randle. Over Williams. That one a little long. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to McDaniels. Outside for Randle. Gets a very good look and converts. Randle's got 19 points.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's Conley outside. Nice defense from Dort. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Caruso. They grab their own miss. Holmgren. No good that time. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. A floater. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Conley, it's Edwards on the wing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over by Conley. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. There's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness is just a problem for defenders.
The Thunder have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. DiVincenzo against Caruso. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Here's Holmgren. And he lays it straight in.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Reed. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Timberwolves passing it around. Now DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Alexander Walker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And he has 28 points for the game. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now, here's Reed. He's tightly guarded. Takes the 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-4 run. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And now a 6-point Thunder lead.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
5th personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points, impressive.
Here's Holmgren. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
2nd personal foul, 4th team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Chet Holmgren at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact now. Gets to the free throw line.
He's made 2 of his last 5 attempts so far at the line.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves trailed by 9. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Ingles. They get it back.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Ingles against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Excellent D there from Williams. The Thunder leading by 11.
Timberwolves foul. Naz Reid. 2nd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Thunder, Williams. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trailed by 12. To the wing on the left. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is McDaniel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Caruso. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ingles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Over in the corner, Caruso. Now, here's Holmgren. Guarded by Reed. Clock at 6. Dort. Jump shot is good that time. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range. But he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Back to DiVincenzo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Thunder leading by 12. Williams scanning the floor. There's the lob to Dort. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Passes to Ingles. And Randle throws it down.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Randle grabs the board. And Randle has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now the pass to Reed, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Williams against Randle. The high post shot. Williams' shot is off. Timberwolves trailed by 8. On the wing, Ingles. He can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Caruso finds Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is good. And it's 37 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota shooting just 34% from the floor. Williams against Randle. Pass to Reed. With 2 seconds left. It's off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Randle is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. Jump ball.
And the Thunder with the possession here. The Thunder leading by 10. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. That shot off. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams inside. He's defended by Randle. Here's Holmgren. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
That one good for 2.
And the Heat not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Timberwolves trailed by 8. Outside Edwards. Over to the left wing. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Shoots over Caruso. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Conley finds McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Alexander.
That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniel. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And McDaniels drops them both. The Thunder leading by 6. Outside, Dort. Here's Holmgren. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Conley dishes to Gobert. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Time called here on the Thunder decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
All right, thank you, David.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. A 15-footer.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got 11 rebounds in the game. Kicks to Conley. Passes it to McDaniels. He feeds it to Randall. Count that one. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
The second chance effort gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Second personal
Well, you
foul.
love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Chet Holmgren at the line for one.
The Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Timberwolves trailed by 4. Conley kicks to Gobert. The pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Holmgren with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the try. Count it, good.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 1.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Conley. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Here's Randall. Williams with the block. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With the floater. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
McDaniels passes to Randall, and they get it. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Randall down low. He's against Williams. Randall with the bucket.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Timberwolves trailed by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Gobert. Oh, that's blocked. And they recover it. The open shot, Edwards. That one's good from the corner. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. Holmgren can't hit.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Defensive foul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His third team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert. At the line for one.
Gobert, no good on that free throw. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Elbow shot is on the way. Outside, Dort. Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren kicks to Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Now Conley. Passes it to Randall. Fires the 3. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And there's the pass to Caruso. The feed now to Holmgren. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it. That's so long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Oklahoma City shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Dort passes to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. They need this one. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to McDaniels. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Randall against Williams. Randall no good.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Randall. Got it!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They double-team Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Here's Randall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
If we talked about Randall becoming a leader, now taking charge and wanting to deliver at the line.
For Minnesota, Julius Randall. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. so he can't get either to fall.
Yeah, these are the moments of responsibility that Julius Randle relishes. Now you've got to make your foul shots.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Caruso. There's the pass to Holmgren. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 3. 17 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Man, it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Mike Conley, 5th personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Shea.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And we've seen SGA blossom into a #1 option. Another chance here to prove himself.
Over in the corner, Conley. Ooh, offline.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
4th personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniel. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. It's tied at 92. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williams for 3. Buries the triple.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.